Hello everyone, welcome to Monday. Today was a super work day. I was super pumped about it. I got a lot of stuff done. I released a ton of vlogs today, and it was really nice because I haven't actually released vlogs in a few days, so everyone was really happy, and I was really happy, and everything was good. I also released the Sims Submit Characters video. To be completely fair, I don't actually know how that LP is going to go. I have some various ideas floating around in my head for how I'm going to produce this thing. But as of right now, I don't really know. I'm actually just kind of throwing myself into it, seeing, you know, how the first episode goes once we record it after I get some information from you guys about it, and run with it. There's a bunch of other projects we want to do, so I don't feel like I'm going to be doing the Sims LP forever. It may only go on for a month, maybe less, but I do want to kind of test the waters with it. If it does go well, we will revisit the idea with the Sims 4 later on down the line. Anyway, we were hoping to record the Q&A today. We didn't get a chance to record the Q&A, but I thought that it would be interesting to kind of let you guys take a look into how we do the Q&A in terms of choosing questions, because it's not a easy task, especially every single month we generally get more subscribers, we have more people watching, more people that want to submit questions, and choosing questions is actually very difficult. First and foremost, we read every single comment. So it's not like we just scroll down and once we have enough, we're like, we stop. No, we actually read all of them, and we copy down all of the ones that we feel could be interesting. We are generally aiming for about 10. Sometimes we'll do a little more if some of the questions are short and they require short answers. But you know, usually we copy down as many as we can for the first time. So I just got done copying down mine, and I was going to show you guys what I did. So by the time you guys get this video, the August Q&A will have been out, but this is all the stuff I copied down. So you can see that there's much more than 10. I don't actually know how many this is. I'm like, what? There's like 15 or 16 there. And the thing to note is that this is my list, which is important. This is my list. Mao is also going to make a list, and then we're going to compare them, which is how we decide on the questions that we're going to do. Another important thing to note is I actually rewrite the questions, and I do that just because I never used to do that, and I noticed that once I started doing it, it was saving a lot of time, and sometimes I could word it a little bit better and a little more concisely. So I usually rewrite the questions for most of them. Now, a long time ago, when we first started doing Q&As, actually even before we called them Q&As, we just answered everything. And that used to be pretty doable because, you know, there wouldn't be too many questions, but then it got to the point where it was taking a long time, so we started to choose, you know, we're going to do this many questions. And then we realized that we somehow became more long-winded, and it was taking even longer to answer questions, so we cut them down from doing, I think we used to do like 15 to 20, and now we do like 10. And we usually pick a few questions that we can elaborate on a little bit, and that's how we get the videos to be about 20 minutes. And that's really what we're aiming for, is about 20 minutes. We don't like them to go terribly long, although at the same time, the audience for the Q&As are pretty much going to watch no matter the length. But we still don't want to take up everyone's time just watching a Q&A, so we try to keep them as concise as possible. But Mao does her own list. I do my own list, and then we compare. She'll send them to me, and I'll take a look at them side by side. If we have questions that match, like we both selected the same question, then I'm like, okay, we should probably do that. And going through, trying to find the ones that match is good. Then maybe Mal picked a few that I didn't originally think that we wanted to do, but that's how we do it. Now, in the past, for a long time, actually, Mal would be the only one that pulled the questions. And then there was even other times before that I was the only one that pulled the questions. But eventually we decided that the best way to do it was for us both to do it, because we have different thoughts on things, and sometimes I'll just skip a question because I'll be like, I don't have a good answer for that. But when Mal looks at the question, she'll say, oh, I have a really good answer for that. So even though I don't, if Mal does, we'll just use a question. And that's how Q&As are made. Now you know the insider secrets from us. Anyway, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tomorrow is pretty exciting. Well, It's really crappy, followed by excitement. The crappy part is I get to go to the dentist because when I last went to the dentist, I had a cavity and I have to get another filling, which is nothing new, unfortunately. I am flossing, though, so I'm excited. I hope that they'll notice somehow. They'll be like, we can tell you've been flossing. And I'll be like, yeah, thanks. But the more exciting thing is tomorrow is the Apple event conference release thing. They're going to be unveiling and talking about the iPhone 6 and the iWatch. At least that's the rumor, but it's a pretty good rumor. So that happens tomorrow, like 1 p.m. So tomorrow's video is going to be just my thoughts and coverage on that. And I'm pumped. And Dan sent me a message tonight. Dan's another Apple nerd, and he sent me a message. He's like, dude, the Apple conference is tomorrow. I'm excited. I was like, I'm also excited. And we laughed like schoolgirls. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we? And it's hard because if someone's trying to look at it, there's 6 people and you got to pass the card around, and it's a real big pain. So I decided to scan them. I scanned the information and I organized it in a way to show on the television. So check this out. Recently, The Sims 4 was released, but after reading about some glitches and missing features, not to mention the lack of a Mac version, I decided now would be the time to jump into The Sims 3, which is actually one of my favorite games.